Everybody, it's Saturday edition. Curry Islands. So I'm still getting warmed up there, so I'm looking like I'm jiggling around. So it's 39 kilometres today, and it's about 300 metres of climbing, 100 metres per lap. The D's are already out on course, they're underway, and the C's will be heading off in about 5 minutes' time, and then we'll be catching up with the B's. I'm going to be riding in the Cat B's, and we'll be setting off in about 8 minutes' time, and then the A's in 11 minutes. So staggered starts. First group across the line are the winners. There's no time penalties at the end or anything. It's literally first one to the line. They will take the win. So D's are out on course now. Let's take a little look at that course. There we go. Then there's the Flatland loop. We're going to be starting over on the sort of 9 o'clock position where the pen's on the western side. We come out of there, we hit a left, and then we take this course in a clockwise direction. Head up to the most northerly point in the northwest corner there, and then from there it climbs up fairly gradually up to the first sprint point, all the way up to the top, through the village, and then it drops back down again towards the finish line. It's a bit steep on its way down to the finish, so it will be a fast finish. So this will suit sprinters, punchers, not so much one for the climbers. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out today. So let's head out onto the course then. There we are. Here's the Cat D riders, 29 in this group. So we'll be switching between the leaders and also the B category riders, because I'll be riding in the B category, and we'll be trying to bring you updates in between on what's happening with the C category and the A category as well. Generally it's pretty good. You get a lot of input from the various riders, giving feedback, giving updates as we go around the course. Everyone looking to make sure that their category is staying away from the chasing groups. So I think it's going to be a good race today because it's fairly flat, should be pretty quick. Looks like these D's are making a good solid start then. We'll keep an eye on those as things progress. Plenty of good talk within the pens already. There's always a good bit of discussion amongst the riders. A lot of dirt riders showing up as usual for this, being their home event. And we've got a lot of B riders in the pen already today. So 80 riders are in the pens. So already a little bit of trash talk in there. So this is a huge group for the Bs. I can try and give you some updates on the Cs and the A's as well. So let's go into the Swift Companion app. Let's take a little look what we've got in there in terms of numbers. So in terms of sign-ups, we have got 92 C's signed up, 132 B's, and 51 A's at the moment. Of course, not everyone manages to make it into the race. A lot of people sign up and put it in their calendars, but then don't quite make it. And already we can see a little bit of a split here within the B cats. And this is going to hurt them. This race, you want to stay together for as long as possible in your group, because you need to work together until the end. So you can see we just drop back a little bit here. You can see on that overhead, starting to come back together. So those riders at the front of the race, often because they're not that category enforcement, you do find a couple of stronger riders blowing it up off the front, but they really need to work together as a group, and then that allows them to hold off the chasing C group, hold off the chasing B group as well, and of course the A's who are coming for everybody. very much. You need to work together until you've got a big enough of a gap, enough confidence that you will then actually be able to go solo for the win at the end. There's some decent power being put out by these guys at the minute. And you can see it's a slightly downhill section at the minute, 3.5 kilometers into the race. A couple of Ds already there, just falling off the back, but this main group has come back together. So 16 or so in this group, maybe a couple more, 19. And already a couple of riders out the back there, not quite made it. So we'll keep an eye on this group. We'll be looking at Swift Power as well, because we can look on there and we can get updates of how this is going. So estimated finish time of 58 minutes 35 currently for the Ds. But let's see how those other groups get on. So the Cs now should be on the road. They have a 5-minute delay, so they should be getting out on their way, and very shortly us B category riders will be on our way as well. So we're about 90 seconds out from the B riders getting underway. It looks like it's a 7.5-minute difference this week, not quite the full 8 minutes that we're sometimes accustomed to. So 40 seconds out for the B category here on the right hand side. Following our leaders still on the left hand side. We've already built up a 5-kilometer head start over this category B. Once again, I've got no heart rate monitor, that's still not quite working. Right, let's get ramped up then. 8 seconds, 7, 6. As always, it's going to be a quick start. Oh. Look at that, a little bit of chaos getting out of the pens, lots of bumping and shoving around each other. Pretty snaky, pretty drawn out. Finish line then, it is downhill, 4% minus gradient towards the finish. Wow. It's a fast start, 69 kilometers an hour. Already there's a little bit of a split. A nice big group. That's what we like to see. Everyone sharing the workload. Come back together. But then 80 riders in this group. So settling in for the long haul on this, 39 kilometers. See, they've got their 3-minute head start. These are still holding them off nicely at the moment. So 100 in this main group then. Right at the back here, tail gunning. I've got to use my drafting boost. Plenty of opportunities on today's course to pick up power-ups. Through the start-finish banner 3 times. 2 intermediate sprints as well, so 9 opportunities. Our leaders are going through the village. Towards the top of the climb. Each lap is 13 kilometers. Not much of a lead in on this one. Pretty much straight onto the circuit. Right, there's our leaders then. They seem to have settled into a nice pace. 15 of them roughly in that group. Be working together okay at the moment. So they're holding off the C riders at the minute. B riders, this group that I'm riding in, we've made a little bit of headway on them. We're 70 riders at least, that's where I'm sat in the group. More like 90 to 100 in this Cat B group then. So they're going to make quick work, I think, of catching these B riders that are stood on the climb. So we've not caught anyone, I don't think, not seen any overtakes. We're keeping an eye out for that. A few regular dirt riders, Brandon Peterson, Jason Bretz, Mr. Norwood, Ian Wilson, Adam Upshaw, so a lot of regular dirt riders in here. Christopher Schrenker. Check out his website and Facebook page, the Zamuna. Lots of easy, not easy, lots of really good articles about recovery and stretching and the importance of warm-ups. We come up to this first sprint point. Nothing on offer for the sprint. So I got a bit distracted there because Brandon Peterson there just saying it's supposed to be his rest day, but he's up early can't resist the draw of Dadurday. It's a great event. Always gets great numbers. You see here, I'm just in 60th place. I'm struggling to get forward. Right, there we go then on the mini map. See a couple of sea riders. I'm going to start catching them in a second. And here in this front group, looks like it's broken down a little bit. Scottish rider Foster here putting in good effort on the front. Does look like they've lost one or two riders out of that pack. There are a couple of little steep sections. Just got to push over those. Smash these seas as well. I don't get caught in the sticky draft of those sea riders. Facing great side hate hills. Yeah, they're not even big hills today. But it's hilly enough. You can see on the mini map just how much it's been drawn out. Those time gaps are dropping down. Well, a podium would be nice, but we shall see. Got to catch the C's and the D's first. Got to make the catch before you can think about the podium. Continue on this uphill section. Quite a good pace. Driving hard at the front of this group. As we pass the southern pens. This long drag really does benefit the stronger riders, I think. Allows them to utilise the top end of their power. It looks like the B's are holding off the A's. Gaining on the C's a little bit. The C's are gaining on the D's. They drift towards the back of this group. Stay on. So our leaders are now on the descent. They've come through the castle. We're on the downhill on the other side. Hear them super tucking there. Starts to get a bit more strung out. Pushing on. Don't want to lose touch with this group. Let's just fire that power up. We do not want to get dropped this early. So, D group. They've just gone through the start finish line. They've held on for one lap. 21 minutes, 10 seconds. That's how long it took them. So we'll keep an eye on that. So I think we're coming up pretty much towards the top of the climb then. Through the castle, then it's the descent. Another sprint arch coming up, another power up opportunity. It's not that one, just round the corner. A few people using their power ups now. Might as well use it and get a new one. So another good group of sea riders up ahead. I can see on the minimap there's another group much further ahead. So another drafting power up then. 3 in a row. And now we start to descend 2 kilometers to the finish. Those leaders look like they're a long way off at this point. So they've already been down this hill, so we will get a bit of a boost. We are through the forest. Here we are doing the super tuck. There's that sea group I was just saying about. Just about to catch those on this junction. Push on through. Sorry, sea riders, got to leave you behind. There's the pens on the left, there's the finish line arch. So it really is a quick downhill to the finish. Let's see what our split time is. just got in there with the power up. Again, might as well use it. So they were 21:10. We've gone through in 16:57, 4 minutes quicker. So on that basis, you'd think we're going to catch them this lap. This group has whittled down in size. We have lost a few riders. See there, it's a smaller group. Well, we come out from below the trees. Not about to see us. Not a good camera angle choice, was it? We are back into the group then. I'm still safely in there. And there's our D group, 10 riders. You can see why they're not going to stay away for very long. Much longer. Valiant effort so far, but you've got 50 B riders charging along the road at you. Doesn't give you much chance, unfortunately. So currently looking like the B riders are going to win by 30 seconds over the C riders. But like I said, all got to work together. Got to make that catch before we can think about individual podiums. Gradients again then. Still no sign of these C's. We're approximately 2 minutes 20. Let's take a look. This is the C group then. We're about 800 meters ahead on the road of the B group. I just noticed that the C group are riding in nice daylight and the B group are riding in twilight. That's interesting. So that's not our leaders at the front of the C race. But unfortunately now, here we are then, back to the C race. C race on the left. They're jumping around there. Alright, down into 50th in the group on the B-Cats. Push up. Not get dropped whilst I'm flapping around with cameras. Still healthy numbers in the B category then. Plus a few C riders in this group helping as well. Wisner in there, he's a strong finisher. Keep an eye out for him at the end. Upshur as well, one of the Canadian riders, also a strong finisher. So we're going to catch a couple more D riders in a second. But they're still 1.3k up the road to the leader of the Ds. They're still keeping a few of them together, working as a group. We get past those back markers then. Don't want to get caught up. The riders through the village. Still over half the race to go yet, so plenty of time. Catch these groups up the road. Slowly getting closer. Great pace by this B group. Working well together. We'll hit the steeper section up towards the village then. Looks like the main C group is in sight of this B group now.
crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't
doesn't look like long until all the captures are going to be made.
the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything.
The C's and D's are just a little way ahead of this B group.
Oh, you meant the world to me.
You can see them on the mini map now in the B's.
You cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
Get blown up a bit in a minute. As the group trying to push each other.
You meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at
Really wish my heart rate monitor was working.
us, because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world.
This B group. So close to the C's and the D's now. And it's going to be a case of holding off the A's.
No point in blaming you.
They're somewhere behind us.
I know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Not quite at the top of this climbing section yet then.
Oh, you meant the world to me.
There it is, look at the mini map. 3 groups conversion.
Oh, you meant the world to me.
Here's the B push.
Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. I thought you were
There's the C's.
me. That's why I give
Here are the D's.
everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
They're pushing on through. It's a big train again. And onto the downhill. A little bit of danger. Don't want to get caught the wrong side of the split. So category B is now in the lead. Twin view then on this leading group. One more lap to go. Got to hold off the A's yet, job's not done. Can't relax too much. That would have been really close if it was a 2-lap race. Almost perfect timings. But there's another 13k to go yet. That lap wasn't much slower, only 20 seconds slower. 17:13, 16:55 for my first lap. So that pace is still high.
Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I prayed for my downfall and I found a way to reconcile, cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal.
Nice size group here then. 40 or so B riders and some C riders. In one big group. Another 17 minutes or so of riding. It's round to the 51-minute mark. Hi Stuart, hi Paul, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, hectic finish Stuart, and downhill. Long descent to the line. As you know, Paul, BCN, we'd like to cover all platforms, not just RGT. As you mentioned, I now have a baby, I'm an official dirt, so riding in the dirt Dadurday seems like the right thing to do. But she's doing really well, thanks. Got a nice stroll out to the beach planned after this race. The coffee and recovery cake for Daddy. And I'm sure Amelia will just stick to the milk. Seems to be going down at a fair rate of knots. So interesting again, if you can see the leaders. Actually, let's do this. There we are. We've got Brandon Peterson on the left, riding in the night time. And I'm riding on the right hand screen. Beautiful sunshine. And we're both within the same group. So I guess the day-night cycle, not universal. I think I've got a little bit of a way to go yet, Paul, before I can put together a TTT team. I think Mr. Upshaw, one of the dirt riders, I think he's on 4 Flatlands at the minute. So he could be having a go, towing them around. Starting to slip back a bit here. Sleepless nights are having a little effect now. Might push on. Close that gap, as they say. Here we go. Stuck behind this key rider, come on. Push on. Go that. Little burst to get back into the pack. So that's Foster out the back then, 20 metres back. He was our strong rider in the D group. Not able to keep up with the pace. This front group then. Eight kilometres, and about 11 minutes. Just trying to hang on at this point. You can see I'm dangling at the back. Dangerous. Not a tactic, that's necessity at this point. It's going out a bit, a few riders getting dropped here to push past them. Leave that gap up, push back up. There we go. We hit this steeper section. Up into the village then. Oh, I'm struggling now. I'm getting dropped. I'm done. Ah. Let's follow the leaders then. I've been spat out the back. I'm now going to be cruising to the finish. Yeah, cheers, Stuart. Well, I think I'm still just trying to get into a routine of riding and getting up a bit more through the night. Been a bit emotional roller coaster the last few weeks. We will stay on the front, see how this pans out at the finish. Shouldn't be too long now. So it looks like it's mostly bees there now in that front group. Looks like that last climb up into the village managed to jettison a lot of the sea riders. Got Nordy, Wisner, Peterson. 3 dirt riders there pushing on the front, driving that pace hard. The A's haven't caught me yet though. Strung out again on that final bit of the climb up to the castle. So you'll see the stronger bee riders now putting in a push. I've got a few sea riders behind me. Ian Wilson there saying he's cooked in the group chat. Right, the A's are coming up to me now. There goes the A's. Past they go, zoom, zoom. Larry Parker, Brian Larson, there, a couple of the Saris guys. So they've got some firepower. So the front of this race has got about a kilometre lead. Got about 3 kilometres to go. They're going to reach the top first. The Dark Knight, the ODZ riders here, currently in the middle between myself and the front group. The group of B's and C's. A's are about to close on them. Going to give some intel to the rest of the B's. Let them know what's going on. The B's are now pretty much at the top of the climb then. As the A's go past that group we were just following. Unfortunately, I can't follow the A's, which is a bit odd. Bit of a shame. Oh, there we go. Here they are. Here's that A group then. Let's put these up side by side. See what we've got. So that is the A category on the right hand side. I need to make a new label for that. Actually, I was hoping to still be in it at this point. These are on the descent. Change the camera angle. Let's get into first person view. Stick with that view then. Everybody now on the descent. He's just starting it. The B's coming up to that junction. Not long to go now for these B riders. I think they're going to hold off the A group. Valiant effort by the A group. Here we are then. Get in there with the leaders. There's the pens. There's all the power-ups popping. And who's going to take this? Long sprint as always. Ben Nordy at the front. Oh, was it Nordy or D'Angelo? Oh, that looked close at the finish. Ah, that was really hard to tell. Here's the A group then. A little bit further back. Let's watch these guys light up the sprint then. Who are we going to follow? Larry Parker here. Dadurday, there's the feather ups. Go, go, go. Oh, and it's going to be Ryan Larson. Looks like he takes the win for the A group. Back to me then. I'm riding solo. I'm down in 40th. Got distracted watching the culmination of the A and B races. Only got a kilometre to go then. There's a little group just ahead of me. Watch these guys to the finish. See what they've got in the tank for a little sprint. Macintosh, Bauer, a couple of B riders in here, Oberg. Round the last couple of bends. Past the pens. Launch those power ups. They seem to go quite early, but it is downhill, it is fast. An opportunity for riders to check out the course ahead of the Swift Racing League on Tuesday. Looks like it was Simpson ahead of Oberg there in that little group. And here I am then, 40th position. Dropped with about 6k to go. Rolling over on my own. I got a feather power, look at that, brilliant. Let's throw that out. Ah. All right then. Ah. Absolutely sweating here. That was a hard race, even though I had the fans on. Let's see if I can pull up some live results then. So a little bit behind at the moment, so let's give Swift Power a little bit of an opportunity to catch up. See if we can find. Yeah, so there we go then. Ben Nordstrom. Ooh, taking the win for the Bees. Troy Bear in second, Derek D'Angelo in third place. Brandon Peterson got called out by Stuart Featherson. Good shout, Stuart. He finished in fourth. Ryan Day in fifth. So 3 Bs, 3 Dirt Bs in the top 5. Faye Jackson down in 10th. Christopher Schwenker in 11th. A couple more dirt riders there. Andrew Holland in 14th. Best C rider then was C Jetzel. And it was Ryan Larson who took it for the A's ahead of Moritz Holmeyer. Larry Parker was in third. They were 51 seconds behind the Bs in the end there. So, thanks a lot for tuning in, everyone. We're hoping to be here every week with the Dadurday race. Hopefully you enjoyed it a little bit more than I did. Absolutely suffered. Absolutely, you can see just how much I am dripping in sweat. But thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do give it a like and a subscribe. Please follow us. We're covering a lot of content, not just Swift, RGT, My Whoosh. We're looking at soul cycling, new app called Spirit Overflow, Virtue Go as well has also just been downloaded, so we're going to be having a look at that. Lots of apps out there. Even GTA 5, we've got someone who's looking at a review for that as well. So you can follow it all on B-Cycling News, not just live streams and races, but also news and even maybe a podcast to come. So thanks a lot for tuning in, everyone. Catch you all very soon. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of the day.